All right, y'all. Um, I would really like to have a moment of silence, but I guess um, I don't know. Kind of feel a little bit bad, but about what happened with Takeoff and all. Not to say that I didn't think something like this would happen with not necessarily Takeoff, but someone of his stature or maybe one of the other artists in his group. And not to go in detail about all that, why I feel about all that, because I believe this is more important. But this is actually Pierre Thomas' mom, um, and she's saying some deep stuff, y'all. I mean, and it ain't like she's talking out her neck. She's literally talking about everything that I talk about, when it comes to this world, and when it comes to the higher tier members in the world who are getting, I guess, the high tier money, on that echelon pyramid. You look at Rihanna, you look at, people like Beyonce and, Cardi B now. They all signed. I had a copy of, I believe I showed the footage when they all signed this deal all at the same time. And I just, I could feel the chills all up and down my body just looking at it on TV. Them having an idea, maybe not all of them completely understanding 100% what they're doing, but having an idea of what they're doing and willing to do what they're doing in the form of a sacrifice for this peon materialistic world, And you would think that if somebody's already gotten there and had a chance to live an extravagant life, the highest life that you could possibly live, or one of the highest lives that you could possibly live, you would think that they would come to the conclusion that, sacrificing your soul or your spirit, which is eternally, doing something like that is just straight stupid for maybe 30, 40, 50 years at the most of success and all the riches. It's just not worth it. But Pierre Thomas' mom, literally, this lady knows what she's talking about. And she tells you specifically that warlock, witchcraft, wicker, my daughter's, I take that back. I won't mention her. But I'm blown away at some of the people who make the decision to go wicker, to go witchcraft, to go warlock. Like, it's amazing. And then for someone who is close to me, I'm not going to mention any names, but for anyone who's close to me, who's ever grown up around me, just in the last 30 years alone, they would definitely know by far what they're doing. Completely by far. No ifs, ands, what's, or buts about it. There's no way you can know me or even have been around me just 5 times and do not know that going that way is the wrong way, because that's all I talk about all day, every day. So much so that people get sick and tired of me and don't want me around them. And I end up being alone by myself. I literally have a problem with talking about spirit and reality and truth all day, every day. I could be smoking with some new person I just met, and they're probably looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, is this guy loony? Like, this is all we're talking about. So, I just think it's amazing how we still make the mistake of going, like I said, wicker, warlock, witchcraft. And this lady specifically says his mom knows this. She even says that it's in her bloodline, just like it's in my bloodline. And it's proven that it's in my bloodline. It's in her bloodline. It's in probably all of our bloodline. My brother talks about how parents are sacrificing, black parents are sacrificing their kids. And if you're over the age of 45, or 35, then there's a high chance that your parents, some way, shape, or form, sacrifice you. And I just think it's amazing. I just think it's all amazing. I think it's amazing anybody who choose Eastern Stars. I think it's amazing anybody who choose to be Scottish Scottish Rite Masonry. I'm just blown away by anybody who would do anything having to do with Lucifer, even if they don't even 100% know what they're doing. If they just have an inclination, I still don't understand, And that's why I try to talk about, literally the difference between what we are, like literally we're interdimension, we're one of two. Nobody's gonna tell you that. We're spirit and physical, even though it's so plain and simple, everybody knows it. Nobody really knows the depth of it. And that is that not only are we one of two, we're one of two at any given time, but we're also one of two almost like all the time. If there's a way to say it that way, it's almost impossible to try to say what I'm trying to say, but we're one of the two all the time. given time is really not as important as we would think it is. And given that time only exists in this frequency of reality and no other frequency of reality, it goes back to me talking about, you know, if there was, I guess, programmability, if that was the category that we're talking about, we would be the test software, or we would be that side software that ain't supposed to be there. It's not really a part of the whole network. It's just a test software. It's not involved with the rest of the dimensions, or, you know, the rest of the, you know, realities, or if that's what you want to call it, or dimensions or frequencies. It's not a part of that. It's just a test software that mimics a real software. So it's almost like a condemned software. It's almost like an illegal software that sits off to the side. And that's what we are. So it's amazing, you know, that this lady knows this. Obviously, she knows about warlock. She knows about witchcraft. She knows about, you know, it being in her bloodline. She knows about sacrifice in depth and understands the difference between love and sacrifice, and how these guys are saying, oh, we take the ones that we love and sacrifice them. These guys are literally coming out. Kanye, people like this are literally coming out and saying specifically, yo, these people are making a sacrifice. Dave Chappelle, these people are making a sacrifice. Sometimes we're sacrificing, don't even know we're sacrificing. They even bringing up specific cases like Jordan and Aaliyah and all kinds of shit. It's just, it's amazing. So I don't want to go into deep detail. I guess you can call this part of the moment of silence, because from this point I won't even speak on this video. I'm gonna let this whole video play if I can, and I'm gonna try my best not to speak on it unless it's just something that I have to reiterate or commentate. Other than that, this is how deep this is, and I want to point out to y'all, please pay attention. This is not figuratively speaking. This shit is literal. And once you start learning this shit and starting to catch this shit and getting in tune with the Lord with this shit, you see it play out all around you. I mean, people who know what they're doing and they're willing to bow down. They're willing to get rich or die trying. The minute you hear somebody say get rich or die trying, if you stand for any bit of positivity, get that motherfucker out your space. Literally. That's the type of that's going to kill you, because they trying to get rich. Like, literally, if they're going to kill themselves or die in the process to get rich, what do you think they're going to do with you? Like, just get them out your space. Don't even try to befriend them. Run. You know, if money means that much to a person, that they're willing up to give up their peon 80 years of life just to get some money and success, then you're probably better off running from them. I hate money, so you're probably better off running from them. Anyway, y'all, I really want you to pay real close attention to this. This is not an interview. These are people who are just venting. Like this lady said, these are people who are venting. This is amazing. This is not an interview, y'all. I just want y'all to know the first part of this video especially is not an interview. This is this Pierre mom venting and telling the truth and letting you know that she's being sought after. They're chasing her ass down multiple times. She's covered by the blood of Jesus. She's like me. She can give one hell about all that. And it is what it is. Please pay attention. This is what's going on to our rich folk. And it's also going on to our peon folk who are taking occupational employee positions too. You take a person who's making $125,000 a year in an occupational employee position, or maybe a manager position, supervisor position, then that person may even well be sought after, you know, by these guys. I know it sounds crazy, but anyway, pay attention, y'all. This is crazy, man. This is, you know, this is one of the best pieces of information or best pieces of proof that I have of what I always try to say. You know, how these people are after your soul. They want your soul. They want you forever. And in exchange, they're going to give you this peon now. And most people don't even get the now like they were promised, which is even more fucked up. But that's how it is when you make deals with genies, jinn, devil, or bad angels. Okay, as man, of course. So go ahead, check this out.
In jail, I've been made to look crazy. I've been made to look that I'm a junkie. I'm this and I'm that. Let me tell you something. You can raise a child on their knees. You can take them in the Church of God in Christ, because I did all that. My house was a house of prayer where a snake is a snake is a snake is a snake. These witches, these warlocks, they be in your own bloodline.
In your own bloodline.
When I found out Takeoff was dead, I know that Halloween night, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off the phone. When I laid down, I said, Lord, because I don't celebrate Halloween. We are not to elevate Satan on no levels.
Yeah.
We are not to give him any type of props or homage. And P, they call him P. I'll never call him P. He's Pierre to me. Pierre. He ain't QC to me. He ain't P. He's that boy to me. You have to know that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of worrying about my safety. I know that Takeoff was a good kid. He was a good son. You know, that ain't my testimony. Why? Why so much fucking pain? You know, and why you have to make me the sacrifice? Wow. You understand? They say they sacrifice the one they love. A motherfucker who love you ain't gonna sacrifice you. That's bullshit. They love their damn self.
That's 100%.
You know, true. I heard that Pierre is so broken about Takeoff. I know why. Because number one, Takeoff was a wonderful individual. Number two, there's a betrayal. Okay? And I just ain't gonna talk about it. But this ain't no chess game, no checker game, just a chess game. Anybody coming for me, because they been coming for me, they not gonna stop coming for me. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm a child of the Most High God. Yeah. And the blood of Jesus is on me.
Most High, the creator.
The devil can keep shooting his best shot with me.
You, creator of
because see, I am dying. I'm in God's army. We know that we all gonna leave this life. Yeah. When I tell you I'm sacrificed, I don't even know Pierre children. Pierre will not face me. Tavares Thomas will not face me. That shit that happened to me at my grandmother's funeral cannot go undone. I will not lay down. They did a ritual with me in my grandmama's funeral.
At the grandma's
that will not go undone. More so not about me, but about you desecrated my grandmother's homegoing, her life. You understand? And she did not deserve that.
Hey, how y'all doing? The lady you just heard was Lisa. That is the mother of one of the most powerful men in hip-hop industry, Pierre.
That's what they do. They take the good ones from
you. Know, we was doing the live like we always do.
These guys could have went independent as far as they were.
She came on the live and she had to vent. She was moved by the spirit. And she talked about the rituals in Hollywood.
These guys ain't need no fucking...
The sacrifices.
Deals.
And she's not scared because she has God on her side.
Give you a little money up front.
So I want you guys to take the time out to listen to what she has to say. This is not an interview.
Same way you would drugs.
This is just her venting and telling you her truth.
Don't give your name up. You hold your
If y'all can, make sure y'all like and share. I am your girl, Miss Gigi, reporting from the YouTube channel Gossip Girl XOXO.
Heroism.
Check it out.
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, how you doing? What's your thoughts about this?
Nothing that made you who you are, and you
Sweetie,
your life away.
My name's Lisa, and I'm the mother of quality control music.
So they can
Pierre Thomas,
after you dead.
And I have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
I wanted, first of all, Gigi, will you please let me do this? Because I've reached out to every platform I could. I don't have social media. I'm not on Instagram or none of that other stuff. My heart is so torn. First of all, if this is the only way
full of genie
that I can let
Disney stuff,
the mother of Takeoff and the grandmother and the family of Takeoff, I want them to know my heart is so torn, and I am so with her in prayer, with them in prayer, because this situation right here, that family will never be the same. Now, I'm a victim of this bullshit. I did not know Takeoff. I did not know Quavo. I met Offset a long time ago, and I have my own opinions. I personally can't stand the industry. I can't stand none of this shit.
Exactly, none of these industries.
Real talk, I'm a sacrifice. So you better know this. They come for what is pure. they come for the one that's got the love.
These guys,
okay,
good, man.
Because I got a lot of love. But when I tell you, your enemies always be close.
Tough, real tough. They was
I have had
but they put up good.
My family members to jump me. I've been isolated ever since this label started and the Migos got their first Grammy. My son said to me, Mama, I'm congratulating him. But he said to me, and this is my firstborn, Mama, your life over with.
Sons, they're taking our kids away from you.
It's been 6 years. The whole prima donna came and got with my youngest son, who is the weakest link. And I tell you what, I'm not going to make this about me today.
Doing rituals on.
But I've been jumped. I've been in jail.
Sadistic.
I've been made to look crazy. I've been made to look that I'm a junkie. I'm this and I'm that. I've been made to look crazy. I've been made to look that I'm a junkie. I'm this and I'm that. Let me tell you something. You can raise a child on their knees. You can take them in the Church of God in Christ, because I did all that. My house was a house of prayer where a snake is a snake is a snake is a snake. These witches, these warlocks, they be in your own damn bloodline.
Say it again.
Now, I just want to give my condolences to this family. I feel that Takeoff had the spirit of the dove. I feel that he had the heart of the lion. I feel that this young man was chosen.
Yeah, these people.
Now, they go into this stuff.
But they really.
I told my son, because I heard the young lady talking about what you should teach a child. Well, I told my son this, and I talked to all my children. I was a raw, uncut parent, and I told them about life and about the way it really is. And I remember telling my sons, let me tell y'all the truth about life and about the way it really is. The devil gonna offer you the world, just like he did Jesus. He don't just come to rich folk, he come to the chosen one. And I said now, it's gonna be your choice. Because see, God, he don't force himself on nobody. Don't think that the devil ain't offered me his kingdom way long ago. I could have been with the rich man. I had 3 kids. Fuck that rich man money.
Yeah.
I got enough to do what I needed to do, and I knew when to pull back.
Say it the real way.
I am very, very uncomfortable with this situation. I wanted to go pay my respect to Takeoff.
I hate money.
But I couldn't, because they already got my picture down now. They're going to humiliate me, have me locked up, say I'm crazy. So God told me to stay back. You talked about the gift of discernment. I am a counselor, and so I know the way Takeoff. I know that he was intuitive, and I'm sure that he felt something.
Intuitive, y'all.
Listen,
these people saying intuition.
You follow the closest one that's closest to you, and it can cost you your life.
Oh yeah.
My health is all messed up. My sister jumped me from behind in a Christmas dinner. They flew me from L.A. After that, my son tripped me in the dark, let a trunk down on my back. Don't tell me what family won't do. Wow. I'm in court right now with my aunt, who been dragging me in and out of court on false accusations. I finally get a damn TPO on her. She want to move the judge out the way so she can get what she want. What the hell wrong with you? Can't just leave me alone? Because, see, jealousy is as cruel as the grave, baby.
Your own sisters and brothers will have jealousy against you. Your own mother. Crazy.
I'm real fucking mad about this shit with Takeoff. And fuck Jay Prince. and fuck Jazz Prince, and fuck Jay Prince Jr.
Wow.
And I'm so sorry. I just wanted to be able to let this mother know my heart is with you.
Y'all, please.
They won't let me get close to nobody.
Share it with all.
And not that I want to be seen, because that ain't my world. I don't condone none of this shit.
Watch this video like it's a family fucking movie.
Anybody coming for me, because they been coming for me, they not going to stop coming for me. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a child of the Most High God, and the blood of Jesus is on me. The devil can keep shooting his best shot with me. Because, see, I am Zion. I'm in God's army. We know that we all going to leave this life. Nobody's going to stay here. I don't give a fuck if you the billionaire with the most billions on the earth, your ass going to sleep, or you going to leave here. Because we didn't come in this land and stay here. When it comes to the young people, please don't follow nobody. Stop following y'all.
Maybe it'll put your because on the side.
Y'all didn't hear Tupac. He said in real life, your friends is your enemies.
But that's already here anyway, you dummy. Pay attention.
They should have learned from Tupac and Biggie. I'm not understanding why these boys was in Houston with this stuff that just happened with Duke the Jeweler.
What difference does it make that you
I don't get it. I don't get it that if you at that status,
tap into all
security is
ever existed.
Damn special forces.
All it is
Navy SEALs and shit. You got money. I saw the messy video. I saw a lot of messages. I'm not gonna try to say too much. But Gigi, you a bad girl. I've been listening to you for a long time.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are bad.
Come here, check this out. This right here, this cannot be faked.
You a long time.
Thank you. And I want to say my heart goes out to you. And I wanted to be quiet. I did not want to interrupt you because I knew you was passionate and you had something to say. So I was giving you that, that thing. But you're so right. Why would they go over there?
Look at this.
They don't have to go over there. But I think the reason why, if you want to know why, Quavo have something to prove. Quavo, they said his records was doing bad, and he wanted to show people he was a real thug, that he hung out with the most evil, Knievel, devilish people, and he got smart with them in their territory. He disrespected them and teared their territory. He turned his back on them and say, I will hurt you. Let me go before I hurt somebody up in this piece. And that's when all hell broke loose.
But who gonna go to somebody else's house and make threats? Come on with the jokes. I saw the whole situation. Come on with the jokes. I guess because I done lived long enough. I'm from the hood. I'm from Martin Luther King and Bankhead. I spent probably 30 years in College Park, Old National, Godless Road. And let me tell you something. It's rules to this shit.
What's the rule?
There's not a doubt. There's not a doubt in me that Takeoff probably didn't want to go.
He didn't want to be there. That's what everybody said.
He probably didn't want to go.
No, he was influenced by Quavo. He was following him.
And about these snakes, they all crawling on their belly. You know what I'm saying? I call my son all week to check on him. I'm not allowed to talk to him. He's done quite a bit to me, and they try to keep me quiet and not seen. And my thing is this. I'm just so sad because this family will never be the same again. And mother will never be the same again.
Everybody.
And above all, a good one is gone. I ain't saying he was perfect. I didn't know Takeoff. But I knew his spirit. And he had the spirit of a dove. I'm very spiritual. I stay back because I've been hurt too many times. I'm not a groupie hoe. I ain't never been a groupie hoe.
Yeah.
Folks with money don't excite me. Because folks with money, some of the most evil people on the earth. Who the hell do they help? Who the hell do they help? They ain't building no schools. They're not trying to help these kids. They're not trying to do no mentoring. You know, our little girls, they got nobody to look up to now. And I'm not telling you that I'm perfect and that I was perfect in raising my kids. What I did not do was abandon them, abuse them, or put any nigga or anybody before them. You understand? And I just tell you, you do the best you can do as a parent, and you can raise some fucking psychos and don't even fucking know it, or you in denial. I was in denial for a long time. You understand? But I'm not in denial about nothing because, see, the truth makes you free. And when God tell you it is what it is what it is. So, and me, myself, I got raped at a young age with a close friend. Set me up. She set me up. And when I look at that, it's almost like this Quavo takeoff situation. You understand? But I came out with my life. You know, but my thing is this.
It's 3 people in that group.
The only one that can protect us is God. You can believe that they're going to be mad as hell because you picked up the phone for me not knowing who the fuck I was. You understand? I didn't know if this call was going to go through or not. I salute you, sister. You keep doing what you're doing because it's about educating. Don't nobody need to be blind to what's going on. We are living in the last days. Everybody better be looking out, trying to look out for God. That's what you better be doing. You understand? This world not going to stay around. Do you understand? Jesus is on the way back. You ain't got to believe it. He going to show up and he going to show out when it's time. You understand? But while we are here on this earth, we need to be, you know, that word say every man must work out their own salvation. Some people don't want salvation.
Nope.
Some people living in hell and they know they going to hell and they all right with it. They done made the deal. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, it is what it is. For me, I've suffered so much, I'm shell-shocked. You understand? Between shit that's happened to me in my childhood, shit that happened to me as I was raising my children, when every family member turned their damn back except for my auntie, God bless her soul, that's gone, and her children turned on them. A lot of this shit is generational curse. You understand? Yes, I did sow greatness into my children, but it did not mean in the demeanor that they got their money. You understand what I'm saying? And that's on them, and that's between them and God. This whole prima donna, she's the biggest snake I ever damn met besides some of them snakes in my family, okay? Now, I hate my son made babies with a voodoo witch. Those babies are innocent. For me, when I tell you I'm sacrificed, I don't even know Pierre children. Because them bitches that he got babies with, though none of them hoes have ever, not one time, tried to bring a baby to me. I'm not in the business of chasing some bitches that I don't even know. Excuse my English, y'all. I'm trying to keep it clean. Because, you know, I am from the West Side. I am from Martin Luther King and Bankhead. My grandmama talked, and I talk, and I am no nonsense with my mouth. 90 but I seconds. Don't want to, you know, I want to do better when the public is hearing me, because I am an older woman. But I'm no nonsense. You know, like, you know, you wanna go to war with me. Well, first of all, I'm gonna raise the word of God that swore on you. But if you come for me, then I'm something else. But I'm so messed up physically from what my family members have done to me, particularly my sister, my son, and 60 seconds. But whatever, it ain't about me. It's about a young man is gone, and it's about.
Are you a successful money multiplier? If you're not multiplying your money in 2020,
it's about a young man is gone, and it's about the pain.
You can relate to his situation
more than you ever could. More than you ever could know. More than you ever could know. I can relate. More than you ever could know, or any of y'all could know. This is a sad situation. And I just want God to do his due justice, and he's going to get the vengeance for Takeoff's life. He's going to get the vengeance for what they've been doing to me.
Yeah,
and there are others that are going on.
I don't know much about
you understand? What I would tell anybody, you better stand up for what you know is right.
Clear.
Do the right thing. No matter what they offer you. All money ain't good money.
Hell no. You, like I say, sell the shit.
Your family can be your worst damn enemy. Period.
Why would you want an employer? Why would you want a job?
Nobody in the world fuck with me.
When you already
it's my family.
When you already the man.
So
never take a job.
I am just grateful to you for taking my call, because to take off mom, I think her name is Trees. I love you so much. I always respected your son.
Take a job to build
more than the other Migos. God had me interceding and praying for Takeoff, because I pray for all of the artists. I pray for the artists because I know the truth.
These people ain't got to like you.
A lot of times these people start out good people, or the music start out good, and then when it get to the industry, they flip them.
Shit.
They flip them, but still, it's about choice. You can choose this. You know, my sons was going to this church, and they got a pimp pastor from New York, Dallas Wilson. I call him out. Yeah, but all he pushed was millionaire. Next thing you know, I started looking up, seeing all these changes. First, I was glad because they was in the Church of God in Christ, but I ain't never seen no Church of God in Christ like this. Because this man ain't not one time talked about the second coming of Christ. You know, and every church needs to be getting us ready for the second coming of Christ. No, he always talked about money. Millionaire. Well, look at this millionaire shit, because he got his family, and I ain't got mine. You know, I mean, it is what it is. But Gigi, you hold it down. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. And young people, y'all pay attention.
Pay attention.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Take the scales off your eyes. That Bible says you got an eye, let him see.
Listen.
You got an ear, let him hear. Whatever the Holy Spirit says, the first time it is what it is. Don't try to move it out the way, because the truth is the truth. And today I just want to salute Takeoff. I do. And I just pray that his soul is well with the Lord.
Salute.
I pray that he went into the light, because ain't none of us perfect. He just without saying cast the first stone. But this was a young man.
Let this place go all its fakeness.
I've never heard nothing. I always heard this from the door, how quiet he was and laid back he was.
Listen to this.
I've heard it, you know, from the inside of that label. But I'm just praying the mother's strength, the grandmother's strength, and every bereaved mother strength in the Lord.
These guys
and I just wish
music and still,
that we would not thirst
church music and still
after the things of this world. So, because what profited a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? You understand? It don't matter what they do to me. I would never give them my soul. Now, when I was raising them, they had my soul because they couldn't take care of themselves. But this is, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And I notice you ain't questioning who I am. Or making me try to prove.
I feel that if you want people to know who you are, you gonna tell it. That's not me to pressure you. You came over here because you wanted your voice to be heard. You didn't come out here.
I did.
And if you want something else, if you want to be known, then that's up to you. I'm not here to force that. This is a real situation that's going on. You are showing real passion.
Yes,
so you want the floor. Yes. I gave you the floor. And I'm just respecting it.
Thank you so much, because I just wanted these mothers to know that.
Oh, yes,
I love y'all.
You black mothers, you better pay attention.
They wouldn't let me get to y'all.
Your son.
Did not even to,
your daughter.
to say, because I am Pierre's mother. whether anybody like it or not. That's my platform.
Rituals.
And they don't want me to
camera.
talk. They don't want me to be seen. They trying to erase me. You understand? But I'm very much alive. I'm a queen. I'm on my throne. I ain't laying down for no damn body. I ain't built like that to lay down. I don't care if it's my son, my mama, daddy, whoever it is. Nobody comes before my God. Nobody. I'm gonna do what's right according to the will of God in my life. And I'm not Lily White. I'm not.
Money ain't
you know, cause you sort of hear a little bit of me, but girl, I'm a little girl. I'm a little girl, but I got the spirit of a grizzly bear, a lion, and I might comfort you if you comfort me. But I'm changed today. I ain't coming for my enemies. They keep coming for me. I put my God on them.
The secret to growing your tool by 6 to 5% in a matter of weeks can be found in your fridge. Are you afraid your tiny buddy down there isn't long or thick enough for your woman?
They keep coming for me. I put my God on them. I use the word of God on them. Y'all have no earthly idea what I go through. Y'all have no earthly idea. Ever since I've been back in Atlanta, I've been so isolated. If it weren't for this is where I'm from, this is my city. I'm a Grady baby. And I'm going to tell you something. It's people who love me, and they love me all over this nation. I could not have survived these last almost 5 years back here with constant threats on my life. Folks putting their hands on me. They want me to get a case so I can damn get gone. You understand? I had to use wisdom. Because I ain't with nobody putting their hands on me. I don't put my hands on nobody. I don't got to talk about nobody or manipulate somebody. But everybody around my children only around them for what they got. Guess what, though? They can have it today and they can be gone tomorrow. Deal what? Nigga, you ain't got nobody but your mama, nigga. You always didn't have nobody but your mama, but you want to throw me away. But it's okay because I forgive everybody. It took a whole lot of work with two great therapists to help me get into this place where I don't hate them for what they doing to me.
Peace.
Because I'm a child of God. I can't hate nobody. You know, Jesus,
I hate money.
he knew everything they was doing to him. But he said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. But I be saying, forgive them, Father, because they know exactly what they doing.
They don't lie, say they don't know after coming across.
And that's it. You understand?
I understand.
And Ms. Gigi, I just can't thank you enough because at least it will get out some kind of way that my condolences and my heart goes out to the mother of Takeoff. What's his name? Krisnick. I looked up his name. He has an anointed name. There's a lot in the meaning of a name. You understand? And so we had him only 28 years, but y'all take what y'all need from this man's life. You know, take what y'all need, the good parts about his life. Take what y'all need and use it and learn from it. Because I believe if Takeoff was here, he'd tell all of y'all, stay away from this.
Hell yeah.
Stay away from this. Because, you know, it's senseless. Who really winning? Because them folks who going to their levels and getting their money, guess what though? They ain't gonna be no rest for the wicked, baby.
Nope.
Ain't nobody gonna get away with nothing, like you said earlier. Nobody gets away with nothing. Everything done in the dark comes to the light, and God got a way of revealing his power. And I just pray for this family. I really do. My heart has just been so torn and broken. And then I wanted to go to the funeral. I got an old truck because I live in a county where it ain't no transportation. Motherfuckers put me down here, promise me this, promise me that. It's been a royal nightmare, but I just thank God every day because I'm sheltered. I'm covered. My life is hard. I struggle as a single parent, and I'm struggling now with rich motherfuckers, okay? They take care of hoes. They don't do shit for me. You understand? But guess what? I ain't mad at them hoes. I ain't mad at them hoes. The only thing I'm mad at about that whole prima donna, she put her hands on me, and she came, and they paid a judge, and they locked me up for 27 days. That's factual. I just, they had me locked up, trying to put a felony charge on me. I ain't never threatened that. I ain't threatened that bitch. That bitch put her hands on me to owe me. I would have ran her fat ass over. You understand? But I didn't. I had just came from church. I thought my son was there. She let me through the gate. But that bitch, she knows she better not never come nowhere near me. I'm never going nowhere near her. My youngest son, ever since I got out, because it's just been death. They don't even want me at funerals, y'all. Not my people. I went to my grandmother's funeral. I'm firstborn, the first grandbaby. I'm the closest one, was the closest one and the only one doing it for my grandmama. I want y'all to know they had security at the door, at the step, jumped up in my face with a piece of paper, a picture of me, talking about, are you whatever my name is? Okay, and I said, yes I am. Why? Nigga had on black security shirts. They had niggas with black security shirts on, no identification. I said, yes, I am. Why? This dude, like, you can't go in the church. The fuck you talking about? That's my grandmama. I'm the only one that did it for her. What is you saying? You understand? Then I did my son and my evil aunt, my cousin, and my nephew, they did a body armor. I'm talking about you had grown, big-ass men from the DeKalb County Police Department that was jumping up in my face, whipping at me like they in the Army. Like I'm in the Army. Telling me I'm not going to... I'm in the Army. Telling me I'm not going to go into church. You cannot even fathom me sitting on the front row looking like a queen in all white. White shoes with angel wings on the back of them. Pearls on them. I had on all white. The police came in there. They took my ass to jail, y'all, wow. In my grandmother's funeral. Couldn't even tell me what the damn charge was. Wow. I asked the police, what's the charge? You was gonna have one charge. Sergeant Craven, whoever the fuck you is. But now you got two charges. How in the hell you charge me with criminal trespassing? Huh? At my grandmama's funeral, and they got my name on the program. Huh? And talking about I disrupted the funeral. No, y'all disrupted it by not allowing me to come in that church and honor my grandmother. You understand? And listen, it's some sad ass shit, y'all, because that case is open right now. I've been trying to get a restraining order on my sister because she be working with my son. They all together. Kiva Scott. Yeah. That girl looks at me like she want me dead. They trying to make her assume my identity. She's always at my grandchildren's birthday party. Her and my cousin, they always all over Instagram. Look, I don't care who you is. You can't walk in my shoes, bruh. You ain't strong enough. You ain't built like me. All the pain that I've been through and all the work I put in, can't nobody take that from me. I did that shit with the help of God. And some few good friends. Shout out to Fulton County Sheriff. Yeah. Shout out to the hoods that seen about me, because my family wasn't seeing about me. Yeah. That protected me and protected my kids. Yeah. So, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you. You keep being the queen that you are.
We
you keep doing what you're doing.
Because you know what?
And,
other people can relate to you.
If I got out of whack.
Don't apologize for being
only thing I know what to do is to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. Yeah. I'm going to tell the truth. You understand? And because I for a whole damn week, because when I found out Takeoff was dead, I know that Halloween night, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off the phone. When I laid down, I said, Lord, because I don't celebrate Halloween. Halloween is a celebration of death.
Yes.
Y'all stop taking it, buying these costumes and shit for your kids. When I didn't know no better, I did the same thing. We are not to elevate Satan on no levels. We are not to give him any type of props or homage. You understand? It don't mean you got to be holier than thou. But if you know that this stuff is a trick of the enemy, please don't involve your little kids, because they don't know no better. They only know what you teach them. And then if they get grown, I know every time one of mine turned 14, all hell broke loose, because I didn't have no man in my house. They were all bigger than me. They all challenged me. Survivors never touched me or laid a hand on me until Prima Donna. Now, that witch right there, God gonna deal with her.
Listen to the name.
You understand? Because you ain't got away with shit.
Like Christ.
You know you put your hands on me. You know you better not never come nowhere near me. And I say this with all sincerity. These judges don't want to give me no restraining order to keep my sister away from me. My aunt used to work in the DA's office. She got plugs with the judges. They've been letting her do everything to me. Girl, I ain't laying down. Girl, I ain't laying down. Girl, I don't bother nobody. I am very giving, very loving. But I am not no damn fool. My grandmama say, you can be a fool, but don't be no damn fool.
Yep.
And my grandma used to also say, you know they want to see you act up. So today, I chose not to even make an attempt to go to Takeoff funeral, home, supposed to be homegoing celebration. It don't add up to me. What the hell Justin Bieber coming here for? Atlanta got so much damn talent here. Why are they not serenading him with Atlanta talent? Atlanta is the city that made the Migos. You know, it's Atlanta money, you know, but you ain't got nobody from Atlanta headlining this thing. You know, no disrespect to Justin Bieber or no disrespect to Alicia Keys, but we got talent in Atlanta. How come Usher can be there instead of Justin Bieber? This shit don't add up to me. I don't like it, but I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I'm just speaking my mind about it. A lot of this shit don't add up. And I hope that Takeoff's body is not at State Farm Arena. I hope that it's not for him to be like a spectacle. I hope that they did a private service, and that I hope that he's already at rest. I do, you know, but I don't have no way of knowing. I'm not going in the city. They're going to be mad as hell when they find out I was on the air. I don't give a fuck. You heard me? I tried to call my son all week, only just to offer my condolences. I sent a message to him that I wanted to be there because I cannot go nowhere near Pierre Thomas without getting jumped.
Wow.
I can't. They fabricate videos. They do anything. They'll put a gun in my head, say I pulled the gun, but it's the video. I've been through it, baby. I've been through all of it. You know, they make videos for a living, right? But you know, one thing about a video, if that shit ain't right, the F to B and the I can take that shit apart in 2 minutes. I don't worry about what the fuck you create against me. You understand?
The reason I put lead gen on a license plate Lamborghini is because the fastest way that I found to 6 figures a month and 7 figures a year in revenue.
Take that shit apart in 2 minutes. I don't worry about what the fuck you create against me. You understand? And I ain't no snitch ass bitch, but I'm gonna tell you this, I ain't never going out like a sucker. And I just pray that for this family. And all it's about today is God, us, ourselves, because you got to be about yourself and those people that can't help themselves, such as Takeoff right about now. You understand? And my heart just goes out to the family, and I ain't tried to hear this. I'm downstairs. Because I never know if something gonna happen for me. You know, God knew my heart. That's why you picked up the phone. I want these mothers to know I'm hurting so bad for you. I'm riding with you. but I never see you. I probably would never meet you. I met Takeoff's mom a long time ago at the nail shop, but I stay back. I don't do women, okay? I don't do really nobody because I don't trust no damn body. My circle is real small. And people that are in my life, they not rich, but they powerful. And they love me. And, you know, God got his arm and the devil got his too. And by grace, I'm still alive, you know. And I just hope that God would let my golden days roll on a little while longer, that I can see some peace before I leave this world. And, you know, I can't even enjoy the home. What nigga buy their mama a home and never come into it? But you come over here in order for the damn yard to be tore up and infested with canker worms and destroy every damn thing. And hey, I've been through a lot, and I'm still going through a lot. But like I said, God is on my side, and I love the Lord, and he's with me. He woke me up, and me not even knowing that he's giving me a desire of my heart, because I just want these mothers to know it really bothered me. Because if I was one of them, and P, they call him P, I'll never call him P. He's Pierre to me. Pierre. He ain't QC to me. He ain't P. He's that boy to me. You know. And I don't know how a nigga be 40 years old every year, and I ain't never in my life seen nobody name on the Fox that went performing at the Fox. You understand? But if I try to get anywhere close to Pierre, I will get hurt. I would get hurt. And that's real. And so I chose not to go there. I ain't got much. I ain't got no Gucci, no Versace, except for the glasses. I don't buy that shit. If I had the money, I wouldn't buy it. You understand? I just went. I might buy the shoes and I might buy some glasses, but I doubt it, though, because I'm just not. You know, I'm not vain like that. You know, and the teacher's on, you know, I'm only going to get a white man so much for what he wants for the dollar. Because I know he ain't paying that much for it. And he want to 7 times, 10 times overcharge your ass. Or 50 times overtax your ass over what he paid for it. But that's neither here nor there. To each his own. You know, people got the right to wear all that shit if that's what they want to do and they got the money for it. You know, but everybody stop being a follower. Find yourself and find your way and walk upright. You know, and you know, like I said, we're in the last days, and the enemy is on his job, but God on his job too, because see, God see everything, he know everything. So ain't nobody gonna get away with nothing. But there are people in this life, they don't fear God. You understand? They think they God, okay? But he will show you that he is God, okay? And before it's over. Ain't nobody got to take my word for it. I ain't no preacher, I ain't trying to preach. I just know what I know. That I know that I know. And I know you are blessed, highly favored, wonderfully made.
You. I got a question before you go. If your son was listening right now, and what would you want him to know?
I want him to know that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of worrying about my safety. When it comes down to anything that I want to do concerning his artist or my grandkids or you know, that's what's connected to me. Why is it that when I was at my grandmother's funeral, you was in her funeral and you never did acknowledge me? I was the only one basically grieving, except for 2 or 3 other family members, and they was boys. I saw not one girl grieving my grandmother, and because everybody is up under me. But they didn't do a damn thing for it either while she was living. But what you do with that video when you was videoing me next to my grandmama empty carriage and horse, nigga, because you said to me that you got it in case I needed a lawyer. He did try to get the police to let me go. I don't think they knew who he was. But my sister and my aunt did that. And my daddy done watched it. You know, I had both parents in there that saw me sitting on the front row, and neither one of my parents went to those cops and say, hey, leave her alone. That's her grandmother. You understand what I'm saying? And they were very close. You understand? And so I want to know, you know, I ain't going to ask him when this shit going to stop, because he ain't going to stop, and I ain't going to lay down, because I know who he is. I raised a beast. You understand? And I have, you know, some things I'm not going to say, because y'all will say, oh, damn, she feel that way? You fucking right I do, because when they coming for your life, they ain't your children. They're monsters, okay? When they want to erase you and you know, hurt you, you know, like, that shit don't feel good. Like, I struggle by my damn self. You understand? And hoes riding around my city, all bossed up. I ain't never got to be seen. I'm a Chevy girl. I asked for a Chevy truck. All I asked for a decent Suburban, a decent Tahoe. Yeah, they gave me one in 2017 before they made me homeless, and another bitch named Sandra Cooper went and put her damn name on a damn truck. Wow. Keep getting a bitch 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, and I end up with nothing. Put me in empty houses, put me in the street, and I don't ask the question why. I am chosen for this position. I cannot question God no more. He knows that I'm going to suffer. But so as Christ suffered, so shall we suffer. But we must fight the good fight to the bitter end. The race ain't given to the swift nor to the strong. Y'all listen to me. Yeah. But to the one that endure to the end, go all the way with God. Go all the way with him, y'all. It ain't gonna be easy, but go all the way with him. I've been young. I was a baller. I used to go party on Friday, because my kids was with me 24/7. Literally. Till my son took it upon himself at 15 to go to Mississippi and stay for 10 years and then come back. For 10 years. And then I couldn't get to him. But my evil mama and sister was coming to my house getting my son and saying me and my daughter couldn't go. Come on, where do they do that shit at? Come on. So I want to know, you know, why you haven't.
I'm going to show you a sneaky yet ethical way to make money with properties you don't own. Check this out. And it's called rental arbitrage, which is just a fancy.
You haven't. I know why you haven't picked up the phone. The humiliation does not stop. You know, even concerning what's going on with my home. You know, and girl, I can't. Yesterday I couldn't even walk because what my sister did to me, it be days I can't move. You understand what I'm saying? Them judges don't care. They're allowing them to do. So I want to know, you know, first of all, why the hell you didn't get talent from Atlanta? How much humiliation do we have to take in this city because of your ass? Because in my opinion, I'm from Atlanta. What the hell you bringing Justin Bieber here for? What the hell? No disrespect to Justin Bieber or Alicia Keys. But we got talent right here, baby. Always have had talent in Atlanta. You understand? And why is it every time you have something, I've got to be either stopped at the door or humiliated? Because I already had got the 411 that they had my picture down there, my name, my information. So if I tried to come there, I probably was going to jail. And since they done had me locked up before, and I've been in the system, and nobody didn't know where I was, like for 27 days, when I was in Fayette County, nobody knew where I was. Then they dismissed the charges every time, y'all, because they ain't have shit from the get-go. You know, but, you know, I ain't got nothing to say to Pierre. Simone, you stop picking up your phone. I asked you to let me speak to Pierre. This what get me. All these women got their number. They can talk to him, but I can't. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I don't ask why no more, Gigi. I don't ask why. It is what it is.
Okay.
Because one thing, and what I will, I'm going to say this and go. Please let me say this. Anybody who don't love me in this life while I'm alive, you better know I want your ass around me when I'm gone. I want your ass around me. You know, that boy said, give me my flowers while I live. My auntie taught me that shit a long time ago. I just want to know. I just want to know. Why so much fucking pain? And why you have to make me the sacrifice? You understand? They say they sacrifice the one they love. A motherfucker who love you ain't gonna sacrifice you. That's bullshit. They love their damn self.
Let y'all hear this a few
Why?
times.
That you didn't even let me have the honor of reaching out to these moms that I had to get on live air and pray that somebody let me in. So that I can speak to the hearts of these mothers. Because I'm sincere. My heart is with you. I know that Takeoff was a good kid. He was a good son. That ain't my testimony. But I want these mothers to know that I love them and that my heart is with them and every bereaved mother. You understand? There's no pain like when a mother loses a child. None of us, if we ain't lost a child, we don't know. Shout out to Jaguar Wright because she lost a child and they tried to make her look crazy. Shout out to all the young rappers that's Kingdom Music, that you ain't telling these girls, bitch, bend over, shake your ass, suck this dick, whatever they got in this music, in my opinion, is not music. In my opinion, they're casting spells, in my opinion, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and they don't like me, and I don't care. You understand? We got one time in this life.
It's like playing baseball.
And if I can help anybody, I don't got nothing,
like playing golf,
but I got the truth. And if I can help anybody, you understand? But I do also know, too, there's a verse in this Bible. Y'all be careful. Cast not your pearls amongst swine. Be careful about these snakes, these folks that's right up under you, crawling on their belly. You understand? Listen,
around you.
Anything that creep and crawl, I don't need it. I don't need it. So, cause I done been physically poisoned on my property that they brought to this damn house. You understand? They planted snakes in my yard. I'm talking about real snakes. You understand? They had me breathing black mold in this house. You understand? It's a lot that I've been through. But y'all, everybody need to live every day. With humility and knowing that it's the grace of God that we even breathing. I always call black people the children of Cain because we kill each other. You understand? Like, we done damn retired the Ku Klux Klan because through this music, y'all just killing. But you know what? That Bible said that he that loved his life will lose his life. Okay? And that he that will give up his life and follow after me shall have eternal life. Now, I'm not God and ain't holier than thou and ain't trying to have church. I just can give y'all what I got while I'm here. You understand? Takeoff is closer to me than anybody could ever really know. Okay? And on a spiritual level. And we are alike in character, except I talk a lot. But one thing about when I talk, I tell the truth. So I make no apologies about when I talk, because I just have to learn when to draw the line. because there's so much inside of me that so much comes out of me, because I'm not able to tell people. I can't tell you who I am, far as what I'm connected to. Hell, I can't even let a man get up on me, and then I'm scared of Atlanta anyway, because it's a down low capital. It's the every damn thing goes down here. All these people done came here, and shit, we ain't pleased with what Atlanta is. It's a beautiful city. Honey, everybody else done came and made it their city. I'm not understanding that. Atlantans need to raise up and take back the culture of.
Did you know that starting an ATM business is not only more profitable than investing in real estate, but it actually costs 90% less to get started? And I get...
take back the culture of, am I my brother's keeper, and
anywhere
the respect for the elders. The elders are gone. They just it's almost like they want to get rid of the elders.
Morehouse. I think it's another school.
I'm 62.
5 schools in the vicinity. They all good schools.
And I'm fucked up from what my family members. They the one did this shit to me.
You're probably going to live in Atlanta.
And it has been hard, but I have learned to forgive, and I hate them, but that don't mean I'm laying down to stop them. But it's sort of hard when you got crooked-ass judges on the payroll. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
But,
people bow down.
I have one more question before I let you go. Now, just to turn the page just a little bit, could you, before you say he turned a monster, could you give us a good moment that you miss of you and him? A precious moment that hold dear in your memory?
Yeah. What's dear to me is when I used to take them to Piedmont Park. I used to like to get them. My kids used to be with me all the time, unless I was working. But sometimes I had to do something I didn't want to do, and get a babysitter and go do what I had to do. Wow. But my kids basically was with me 24 hours a day except for school and when I worked. And my fondest moments is when I used to take them to the park. I loved taking them to the park. It was something about seeing them laugh, seeing them free, seeing them, play. But Pierre was a violent child all his life, from the time he was 1. And that might have something to do with my ex-husband was on heroin and I was too young to know, and he was very violent, but there's also the violence in my own bloodline. You understand? Because I told you what they did to me. I ain't gonna even tell you about my grandmama. But yeah, those are the times, and when I would take them to church, I loved taking them to church, and I loved, putting them in the circle in the home and praying, and I've tried since I've been back here because I fled to California for my safety. But God told me to come home, and He sent me home because they was doing what they was doing to my grandmama, and I was the only one that was standing up for her. But also because I lost some people. I lost Al. He's my brother since I was 12 years old, the only brother I know last year. And I wouldn't have had that time, because I vowed I would never come back to Atlanta after I got jumped at that Christmas party. But God told me to come home. And so, yeah, those would be my favorite moments, taking them to Piedmont Park, taking them to Butler Street. Why? There was an old black man downtown that's in the Edgewood, Auburn Avenue District. There was a historical Y down there, and I always had favor, like with their teachers. The church loved us. They sort of made me famous in the church and made them famous in the church. They called me the young lady with the 2 little boys, and then my daughter came, the young lady with the 3 kids, because I'm a devout praise and worshiper, and And I think people be looking at me, but I ain't there for you to look at me. I'm there to utterance and give praise and honor and glory to God, you know. But, yeah, those are my favorite moments, taking them to church, taking them to the park, taking them and just in the house. You know, I used to like for them to try to dance with me because my house is a house of music. So my children grew up with a lot of gospel. I tried to watch when the rap came. I tried to watch and monitor what they was listening to. What I do know is Bart Simpson was a big influence on Pierre's bad side. So I tried to stop house, but if I had to go to work, I couldn't stop it. You understand? And I do. When I'm rolling through Atlanta and I roll by Adams Park and I roll through Ben Hill and you know, I roll by Piedmont Park, I just get so much joy because those are the only good memories that I got. Because, hey, all three of my kids was hard. You know, they dad from Carver Homes. I'm from the west side. I didn't come out the projects, but my parents are from Pierre home, and you know, and we west side. You know, I can't be that soft from Bankhead and Martin Luther King and Cascade. I can't be that soft because you couldn't be. You know, and I didn't have no sisters and brothers, and you know, I've seen how this thing has even, you know, divided my children, and you know, my daughter, she's the neutral one. She's auntie, and you know, I'm glad, you know, that she plays her part as auntie. My daughter is like me. She's not all over everywhere. You better not be taking no pictures of me. You understand? Don't let me catch you taking no pictures of me. You understand? I just ain't with this Hollywood bullshit, you know, and I'm not with this sinister shit. And if I could change anything, my children wouldn't be in this lifestyle. I don't care about money. It's people who be poor, but they happy as hell because they got each other. You understand? They endure together. You understand? They got me living in poverty, and that's factual. You know, I'm in poverty, but I still believe God because they do so many things to block me because I'm very smart, I'm very intelligent, and I'm a go-getter, but I'm so messed up physically, things I used to do I couldn't do no more, but I still got a great mind, you know, and, you know, I just, money is the root of all evil. Yes. It really is. And I just,
the devil.
You can't go back. You can't go back. Some things have been done. Certain things can't be undone. These people don't even tell me they sorry. They don't. I don't get no happy birthdays. I haven't had a birthday shout out in years. I don't get no free tickets to nothing. Like I said, I don't know the grandkids. And you know, it just got to the point where I just said, you know, if these motherfuckers don't want me to know their children, fuck it. Only thing I'm gonna do is cover these children and pray that the generational curse does not come to them and the sins of their mothers, their fathers and their mothers, that nothing comes to the grandchildren. That's all I can do. I'm an intercessor. I'm an armor bearer. I'm a prayer warrior. That's what I do. You understand? And about demons get the fuck away from me, okay? Because you know why? They know I know who they are. They know I ain't scared. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't want me.
Do you want to learn how to trade? My son and I just finished putting on a conference for our trading students. We have been showing them how to trade in the current market.
What I'm saying? So they don't want me around the kids because I'm going to be praying. They don't want me around the artists because I would be praying. You understand? And I know that, you know, there's so many young people, they just want to feed their family and take care of their moms and get their moms out the hood. But y'all be careful about which way you do it, though, because you know what? You can go to school and you can become an engineer. You can go to school and you can become an attorney. You can go to school and you can become a CPA. You understand? You ain't got to be no damn rapper. It don't take much to be a rapper. You know, stop glorifying all these jewels and these chains and shit, because those chains represent some things. And baby, listen, there's nothing like freedom. You understand? And I know it ain't talking about like physical freedom. I'm talking about free in your soul. Free in your soul, but also physical freedom. And you know, like, I don't look over my head, but I'm watchful. Takeoff had a lot of my character, except for he just didn't talk. But he stood out more than they did. And hey, y'all, if we breathing, let's just like count it all joy, because the next hour, the next moment, the next day, it ain't promised to you. It's not promised to you. And what I can say is this: I wish, because I know that Takeoff and his mom were so close, and I just miss being close to my boys. And you know, like, it's very hurtful, like, to be at, like, they act like it don't fucking exist, like, and you be having bitches doing shit in their name, concerning me. A bitch don't need to put a name on my bill. She ain't got to be in to know my name, my address, my birthday, or nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? And this type of shit I have to deal with. So,
you get your mama a car, put us in the girl's name.
Take your time.
That's wild. That's some crazy stuff.
I may never see Pierre again.
I hope not. I hope you get to see him.
Pierre will not face me. Tavares Thomas will not face me. That shit that happened to me at my grandmother's funeral cannot go undone. I will not lay down. They did a ritual with me in my grandmama's funeral. That will not go undone. More so not about me, but about you desecrated my grandmother's homegoing, her life. You understand? And she did not deserve that. And I'm gonna tell you, my grandmama wasn't no joke now. But my grandmama didn't deserve that. She was 95. Her birthday is July 17th. She turned 96. She died on May 11th. So it's because of her that this dynasty, this greatness, but she was not acknowledged. They didn't do nothing for her. And then that bitch Prima Donna, she wanna fucking damn, disrespect my grandmama. You understand? And then I was telling y'all that they had me locked up because I actually had filed charges on Pierre last year. For having his security to jump me last year. No worries. I ain't coming to get no turkey or nothing else. You ain't got to worry about it. Ain't now one of your security guards gonna put a hand on me again. Now one of your your family members, my family members, or nobody else. Because of one thing I have learned to understand. After they did to me what they did at my grandmama's funeral. Now, I ain't got no warrants on me. They ain't have no paperwork, no TPOs, no that. But you put my name on the program. You understand? And let me say this. I don't like it that my sons won't face me. Because I call that whole nigga shit. And I'm just being honest. I don't like no whole niggas. I don't like it. Now, I pray for their souls, and I pray, and I know they gonna get it. I know, somebody might be listening now. I don't give a damn either. I want you to hear me loud and clear. All I asked was to let me pay my respects to Takeoff's mom and grandmother. So you forced me. So I don't care. I heard that Pierre is so broken about Takeoff. I know why. Because number one, Takeoff was a wonderful individual. Number two, there's a betrayal. Okay? And I just ain't gonna talk about it. But this ain't no chess game, no checker game, this a chess game. Okay? And y'all gonna have to use wisdom and not try to figure out the theory or is it this or is it.
Alright, y'all, I'm not going to take y'all through the whole video because the video is pretty much a retake over and over if you're really catching it. The same, vent. It's not, the same, vent. But I wanted to let it play, at least a few times over and over again, so that you can, catch the emotions and, make sure you really capture it and catch what's going on and what this lady's talking about. She could be talking about a million different things, after Takeoff's death, but she's not. She's talking of things that I like to talk about a lot. And that is how, how evil this place is, how it belongs to the things that we call Lucifer and Satan and them. You will be amazed at what these things are, that, our picture of Lucifer, Satan and all that is not what we think. It's not what they teach us, in other words. So, and then, yeah, I'm not going to go into what I was about to say, but just talk about physical reality alone and only. These things, in our physical reality that we call, let's say, Lucifer or Satan, these things physically looks nothing like what you would think a Lucifer or Satan would look like or anything that they've taught us. So, it's kind of amazing. But, and it comes down to basically what's in Genesis, and that is how the planet was simply infiltrated. The planet was simply infiltrated, and we talk about it in Genesis, how the unearthly ones found the earthly women or ones to be of their liking and took them of their own and bear, kin with them or kids with them. And these kids come out of men of renown and, were miraculous and immaculate capabilities, giants and all kinds of stuff, if you go back to the pyramids, they talk about the pharaohs and all being the hybrids, being the offspring of the ones that infiltrated us. And that's going back to Sumerianism and, the Ethiopian, Egyptian, pyramids and all. But if you were to take it back even further, you'll be, kind of amazed that with this planet's been worshiping for a very long time, way before the idea of the great Messiah, messenger, man of flesh, Jesus Christ, that had the Spirit of the Lord within him. Way before Jesus, what this world was worshiping. So, and it comes back to what this world's always been worshiping, even after, Christianity and, Christ and, the Catholic Church bringing about Christianity and Christ and, the real culprits behind, for example, why Jesus, was murdered. Exactly murdered. Nobody says that, but murdered. And who's the culprits and all that. So it's really deep when you really think about it, because Christianity can be a distraction in, multiple ways. It distracts us from the previous and the status quo. I mean, when there were literally kings and queens calling themselves gods and crap like Caesar, for example. And then it also is a distraction because it could keep bringing you back to what we are, and that is, what we partially are, and that is physical items, physical beings. And it gets us distracted and stuck on us being physical beings and everything that we worship or surround us, being physical. When physical and all physical is the sin. The physical part of you is the sin. That's the actual sin. So the spirit part of you is what no one wants to talk about. You would think that if you're trying to get closest to the great creator of all, or a deity, if that's what you will, even a deity, you would probably, want to learn about your spirit side, and life is but a distraction from spirit. If you got two different religions sitting there arguing about two physical characters, they'll never come to the conclusion of what existed inside those two physical characters. They'll never come to the conclusion of why Jesus kept pointing to the sky. You know, they'll never come to their conclusion because they're too busy bickering. And if you just look at Christianity alone, you have so many sections of Christianity. You got Christians that literally would argue with other Christians. It's almost amazing. Not to mention all the other religions that, you know, across the world, and all of them are talking about physical items or physical beings, just about all of them. So it's all a distraction, you know. Even going back to the Egyptian pyramids, it's all a distraction. You talk about Enki, and, you know, Anil and Isis and all those characters, and Anunnaki and, you know, Nephilim giants and all that, still physical characters, and technically those are characters of the story of Genesis, you know. So when you really talk about it or think about it, so it's kind of really crazy when you think about it, you know. It just goes to show how distracted we are as human beings, to be so distracted on the physical side of us, not realizing that there's a much bigger side of us, which we already know, which is a side that exists forever. And if you know that your spirit exists forever, then you got to think, well, if your spirit exists forever, then it's probably taking up multiple hosts. If there's a physical part, then they're probably, you know, your spirit's probably taking up multiple hosts, meaning that your spirit's forever. It's just being recycled through different hosts until you ascend. So it ain't, I don't understand why it's so hard, or why it sounds so illogical to some, you know, so many people when I say this to them, when they already say what they believe right to me, and I just basically tell them the same thing that they're already saying, and they still don't understand what I'm saying or think I'm crazy or something, you know. But again, the reason why I brought all that up is because that's what this is all about. I mean, like I said, this lady could have been talking about a million things. She could have been just talking about her having beef with her family for the whole thing. But no, she's talking about witchery, warlock, you know, sacrifice, everything that everybody keeps telling everybody, but nobody really wants to believe it. And it's not a problem, because when I first started, I never wanted to believe this crap either. It's kind of hard to believe until you start learning about this stuff and start seeing it play out in everyday reality. So, you know, it is hard to comprehend, and even with the you know, person with the right state of mind, the last thing you want to believe in is something so negative. And that goes back to me saying all the time that the more you learn of negativity, you know. It almost goes back to, you know, what's fair is fair and what's foul is foul. It's like everything's opposite, you know. It's like it's almost like everything's opposite. And, you know, you can see it sometimes in pictures and videos and stuff, but everything's opposite, even down to the words and all. Everything's opposite. Like those guys say, so as is above, so it is below. Whatever those guys say, it seems like that. It's like a mirror, you know, like magic, like a curse, a spell, you know. So it's kind of crazy how this lady is really stuck on, you know, God, and, you know, stuck on, you know, hey, you know, my family bloodline, you know, was kind of wicked. And this lady, trust me, this lady is not the only lady that could say that there were some weird things probably happening in their families in the past. I'm sure she's not the only person that could say that. And like I said, I have a very intelligent brother that's also saying he's even come up with evidence of our families sacrificing us as kids, you know. And that's a little weird, a little hard for me to gather, but not too far-fetched based on everything I learned. So, I don't know, it's kind of really weird when you think about the greed of money, or, you know, when you hear people say, get rich or die trying, and they really mean it, you know. It's kind of amazing to see the devil's tool working so strong, you know, and how it comes out or plays out to an end result like death. And then, you know, everybody surrounding their death is, contemplating whether the death was a setup or was it authentic, or, you know, and then talking about stuff like Illuminati and sacrifice and stuff like